What's going on, family? It's Jamal Flono, RSD here in Nove. And I'm sitting here with my brother, man. We've been rocking this thing out together, building this thing together. So I was like, it only made sense for him to be, one of my first guests on this podcast. Matter of fact, you might be number one on the podcast, right?
I think so. I believe so.
Okay, I'm going to introduce everybody to my brother, Greg Bruce, sales director. Greg Bruce, what's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Hey, what's going on, family? I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
Man, I'm amazing, man. Only getting better. If I was any more amazing, I need a twin.
I definitely understand that.
Okay, man. We're gonna get right into it, man. Because like I said, this whole podcast is set up to, introduce people to, what a sales director is, what kind of leader that is, what kind of person they are. And that way everybody else can kind of get an idea of what it is to be an SD in Nove. So, I definitely want to, get the background, man. So make sure you look, tell us your story, man. What were you doing before Nove and what made you take the leap into this industry?
Before I joined Nove, I actually joined Nove in 2015. Nove launched in, I want to say December 2014. Mm-hmm. I joined Nove in 2015. A couple of months later, that's when I met my brother Jamal Flono, and I also shout out to my brother Kil Ali, and also my other brother Hazik Ali. When I joined Nove the first time, what I was doing before then, I had my own apartment there in Stone Mountain, Georgia, but I was going to work all the time, and I was always tired when I got off of work. So a young man named Akil actually came to me and presented me with the opportunity. It was like, do you want to own your time back? And I'm like, what is he talking about? Because I was never familiar with network marketing at the time. So then I was like, yeah, just to take a look. I didn't pay any money yet, because I wanted to just come take a look at what they had going on. So they was having meetings at Lenox Mall, at the hotel at Lenox Mall, in the upstairs suite. So I just came there. No, I didn't pay any money yet. I just came there, and I actually felt the vibe. Before I walked in the room, I felt the vibe. And this has nothing to do with money or anything. This just has something to do with the vibe. Like, everybody was welcoming. Nobody was looking at me like for the clothes that I had on at the time. They wasn't judging. They wasn't doing none of that. So I'm like, I like the vibe. And then he was like, yeah, network marketing is basically helping people get what they already want for an easier lifestyle. And at first I didn't know what that meant until I thought about it. I was like, okay, people know they need these things, but excuse my language, the people at the top know they make it hard for us. As soon as we figure out how to get it, they make it harder for us. But Nove said they're giving us a way to get it for the easier way. And shout out to all the other companies out there that's doing the same thing. So I was like, you know what, this makes sense. And I brought a couple of my brothers with me. Shout out to Mike Notes. Shout out to Moose Alliance. You feel me? I brought a couple of people with me too, and they came and seen the move, and they was like, we're gonna do this because it sounds good. Then I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm sorry, I don't want to go too lengthy, but you asked me to keep it real. Then I felt as though I wasn't making no money quick enough, so I left Nove. Then I tried Total Life Changes, selling the magic potions and the lotions, and that didn't work. And then I went through out and in jobs for a couple of more years. Then 2022, I was working here in Jacksonville, Florida, and I was working at the Embassy Suites Hotel. I got off work one night, and I was tired. I know I didn't want to be there no more. And I know God heard me crying out saying I was tired because my brother Jamal Flono hit me up out of the blue. It was like, hey, G, what's up, man? How you been? He was like, hey, when you coming back home? So I already knew what he meant when he said, when you coming back home. And I was like, man, I'm not about to go back to Nove. And then he said, man, just take a look at this real quick. So he sent me some information, some new and improved information. And when I seen this, I was blown away because there's nothing we don't do financially. and I was just sold.
Yeah.
And hey, that's that.
Hey, nah, that's powerful, bro. That's powerful. So let me ask you this, man. What was the moment you knew this business could actually change your life?
All right. The moment I knew it would have changed my life is when I first felt the vibes. When I walked in the room in 2015, I knew it could change my life. But I wasn't in position for it to change my life yet. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready
Ooh.
for it yet. But I knew it could
Yeah.
change my life. But when I came back to Nove and I found out my brother Hazik Ali, which mind you, y'all, when he tell you he didn't have $1,000 in his bank account at first, he really didn't in 2015. And now this man is a multi-millionaire from this business. That right there let me know like I got to take a quantum leap. That gave me
Okay.
that's what did it.
I don't know. I thought it was that conversation you had with your cousin. That's what I thought it was.
Hey, hey, that's what really had me turn the TV off and start getting busy.
Okay, now
But what?
tell me about that story then, bro. Tell me about that story. They gotta know about that story.
All right, so this was after 2022. After I got back, rejoined this business, this opportunity. Um, I was a person that wanted to do things all on my own. I still wanted to go to this job at the Embassy Suites, get off work, take a shower, play 2K, jump online, play 2K, find something to eat, go to sleep, get up the next day. Knowing I had a business, but really I was treating it like a secret business. Nobody knew I had a business because I wasn't telling nobody about it. So then a couple of weeks later, shout out to my cousin Jamal Grant. A couple of weeks later, I got my cousin Jamal Jason. A lot of y'all know him as Jamal on the phone with my mentor Jamal Flono. And Jason asked Jamal, he was like, so Coach Flono, if y'all making so much money in this, why is my cousin Greg not making money? Coach Flono told him, he was like, to be honest with you, Jason, bro, he said G, because Jamal, he called me G. He said G, he in his own way. He think he want to do everything on his own. He don't want to. He don't want to be coachable. Now, when I heard that, that just clicked in my head. Like, you know what? Somebody who's actually making money, didn't clock in on a 9 to 5 in the last decade, is telling me I'm not coachable. This man can get me out of this Embassy Suites, which he did, but we not talking about that. That's neither here nor there. But this man can get me out the 9 to 5. So I was like, you know what? From here on out, I'm about to be coachable, and that's what changed my mindset right there. That's another thing that changed my mind. Well, that's what changed my mindset. But what stuck it into my mindset was Mr. Hazik Ali's story. Went from not having $1,000 to having multi-millions of dollars. Yeah.
Okay, that's real, G. Nah, that's powerful, man. All right, so for everybody else, I know people be trying to get these nuggets right from different leaders, man. So, what does a typical day look like for you now compared to before you became a sales director?
A typical day for me now, a typical day for me now would be I get up, network online, then I could decide if I want to go take my girl shopping tonight, and I have to worry about not being able to do something because I don't like when somebody tell me I can't do something because I don't have enough money to do it. And this is it's not about money, everybody, because the way I structure my team, our team over here is loyalty over royalty, because the royalty is gonna come, but make sure you keep that loyalty there.
That's real, man.
Definitely.
That's real. Hey, so you say it's about the options, really?
Yeah,
right?
basically.
Options, but that's what I got from that. Now that's powerful, man. All right, let me ask you this, man. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced on your journey, and how did you push through it?
To be honest with you, and shout out to my family, but family and friends. When they when they tell you they're not trying to be negative. Well, some of them not trying to be negative. Some of them probably are. I can't say they not,
Right.
but when they get in your head and tell you their dreams, or they tell you their vision, that I don't see this happening. I don't see you doing this. I don't know if it'll work. That's what they see. But they didn't jump in your vehicle and see the end of the road from your vehicle. They jumped in their own vehicle and didn't tell you about it. Now, this is not a diss towards anybody. This is just the negativity that stopped me. Because to be honest with you, that was what made me stop from 2015 in 2016. That's what made me stop then. Was having negativity in my ear. I could have been way higher than what I am now, but we're not even gonna get that because I mean, like I said, shout out to my family and friends. Still love y'all though. No, nothing but love.
No, that's real, bro. That's real, man. So, what's your favorite success story from someone you helped get started with Nove?
I have plenty, but my favorite success story, and I'm not just gonna put it on one person. I'm gonna say me building rapport with a complete stranger, and then turning that stranger into family, where we call each other bruh or sis, and knowing this person's trials and tribulations that they was going through before they actually believed in me, to know that I can show them a way to get out of it. And then when they get out of it, the smile they give me and the tears we share together over the phone, that they made it out of what they was going through and how they helping people.
That's real, bro. And I like how you did that. You know, because I know you like, man, I ain't putting nobody business in the street, right? So I get that, but I feel where you coming from, bro. That's a real thing, man. All right, so let me ask you this. You know, we got a couple more questions, man. I know we talk all the time, right? We can talk all day.
Right.
What do you think separates a sales director from someone who's stuck, who stays stuck, I should say?
Mindset. Mindset and hobbies.
Break that down.
The mindset, of course, you know what the mindset is. The reason why I said the hobbies is either your hobby can be watching TV and watching Netflix and looking at people who already got the thousands or millions or whatever they have, or you can look at a podcast or a motivational speaker or pick up a book. Or better yet, call your mentor or call your mentee and y'all can go over role play and go over something. And then do IPAs, income producing activities. Because everybody is a sales director or above. They just don't know it yet.
Woo! I like that. Hey, when y'all watch it, drop that in the comments. Everybody's sales director or above, they just don't know it yet. Okay. All right, so let's do this then, man. What advice would you give to someone listening who's nervous about starting a side hustle or a business? Or who's nervous about getting started with Nove?
I put it to you like this here. That's a great question. Nervousness is going to happen. You're going to be nervous especially you doing something that you never did before. But that's what you call getting out of your comfort zone. And notice this: if you stay in your comfort zone, you will never go anywhere. I'm gonna repeat that. If you stay in your comfort zone, you'll never go anywhere. Put it like this here. I'm not gonna call no names, but I had one of my mentees tell me that I can't join. I'm not gonna say he or she. I'm just say I can't join Nove because they just my apartment complex just put a notice on my door. So I told the person that your apartment complex just shows you they don't care about you. Because they put your notice on your door so your neighbors can see that. Everybody can walk by your door and see that notice on your door. So they letting you know right there they don't care about you. You have to care about you. And I always tell everybody, whether if you don't join Nove with me or not, whether you join Nove with me or not, invest in yourself with something. Go somewhere and invest in yourself. You don't have to invest in me, but invest in yourself somewhere.
That's real. That's real. All right, man. Look, let me ask you this, bro. How has Nove helped you grow personally and not just financially?
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I say a couple of months. I say a year to a couple of months before I came sales director. Before I was even hit national consultant, I had a team full of people. I'm talking about I had a team of powerhouses. And all of them just stopped on me. All of them just quit on me out the blue. And the reason all of them quit on me out the blue is I blame myself for that. I don't blame none of them for that. I wasn't the mentor that they needed. They just joined me because of the loyalty I have and the way that I can adapt to people's lives and the way that I share my life to them, and we all can adapt to each other. But that helped me open my eyes to see that I'm doing it wrong. If I wouldn't have never lost them, I wouldn't have never been the mentor that I am today.
That's real.
So I say now I'm a better person than I was yesterday. And it's not about, I don't care about money. It's never about money. Remember I said loyalty over royalty? It's not about money. Because if it was about money, then I'll be touching $1 million right now. And I'm not touching that yet. But it's about loyalty. It's about a person coming to you and spilling everything to you because they know that you're going to help them at the end of the day. Because they know you're going to help them and they know you're going to come to them and need help. I still go to people and I need help because why? I'm human still. Whether if it's financially or mentally or emotionally, like people still help me. That's what our team is built on. And this man right here that I'm talking to, this man is a stand-up guy, y'all. Because me and this man done broke so much bread together.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, all right, now that's super solid, man. And I just love the fact that, just watching your growth too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times people want to rank up, quote unquote, rank up in life and whatnot, but they're not willing to do what it takes to grow. You know what I'm saying? Our conversation this year is way different from the conversation we had this time last year.
Right.
It's a whole different conversation. Like, some people ain't gonna recognize you when they see this. They're gonna be like, who is that talking? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, it's a good thing, man, because you becoming the best version of yourself. You're not changing, though, because you still the same Greg, but you just the better version of Greg that you've always been, right?
Right.
And let me ask you this, man. So, this is going to be a good one, bro. What's your big vision for the next 12 months, and how can others be a part of it?
My next vision for the next 12 months is
this time next year, May 22nd or May, wherever this is dropping, May of next year, right? What's your vision, bro?
My vision next year is to create at least 5 sales directors.
Okay.
I want to, because it's not about me ranking up. See, I'm going to go ahead and say this to you. I'm going to say this to the viewers that's listening. A true leader is not somebody who always want to rank up. A true leader is somebody who pulls people up from the bottom. They climb the ladder and they pull people up. I want to make 5 sales directors. That's what I want to do. And of course, I'm a gain off of that. But if I keep thinking about me helping a Ty out or Athena out or, anybody else on the team, then that'll help me out. But I'm not going to steady just think about me. Because, see, if you keep thinking about yourself, then you're not thinking about your wealth.
Okay. So what I heard from that is if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want in return. Right. That's what I heard from that. And that's solid, man. And me doing the math with that, that's at least RSD was probably closer to national sales director. And that'd be a good look for you, man. That president club is gonna look good on you. You're gonna get one of them diamond rings, bro.
I need that. I don't have no jewelry on my fingers. I need that.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a couple of them I'm gonna have 3 of them by this time next year.
There you go.
3 different ones, right? All right, it's the last question, man. We get up out of here, man, because you gotta get back to work. I know you out here changing a lot of lives, man. If you can go back to 2015 and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
It's okay to be sidewalk. You don't always have to be street. It's okay to be sidewalk. You don't always have to be street.
Break that down a little bit more. I know you'll understand it. Break that, but I like it. I like where you're going. Talk to me.
walking around with my pants sagging, wanting the game, bang, wanting to be a thug. Like I didn't always have to do that. I didn't give myself time to think about helping other people when I always think about what my knowledge is. So I can spit knowledge to somebody else. But the real knowledge to spit to somebody else is how to build Black Wall Street back. Or how we could do this. Or how we could do that. And the knowledge ain't, and I ain't gonna spit no knowledge right here because I'm not, this ain't about what I know right now, what I knew in 2015 in the streets. So I'm gonna leave that part alone because I'm not that gang banging no more. That don't mean that nobody can chop me. Now I'm just playing.
Like, hey, get 100. You know, we can go back. You know, it's still in there.
Yeah. That don't mean oh, this dude just got a try me or like a Toys R Us try me stick on him. Nah. But I'm not that same person I was 10 years ago. And I thank the Lord for that. But yeah, if I can go back then, I'll be like, it's okay to be sidewalk and you ain't gotta be street. Cause if I wasn't street back then, I would have been listening to more people who was where I wanted to be, or where I was on the road of driving to where I want to be. But it took me 10 years to do that. And guess what? I started somewhere. You can too.
That's it. That's powerful, man. All right, so tell everybody, you know, where they can find you at, where they can follow you at.
My Facebook is Greg Bruce. That's GregBruce. And my Instagram is Greg Bruce 504.
Okay.
And my email is also helpfromgreg@gmail.com. That's HELPFROMGREG@gmail.com.
Okay. Well, look, shout out to you, King Greg Bruce, man.
Appreciate
I know,
it,
you know, definitely SD, but I know we just getting started, bro. I know what's gonna happen for you. Like I've already said, we've already talked about. We've had these conversations.
Yeah, you told me last year. At this time last year, you was the first person that told me. He said, "G, keep going the way you're going. You're gonna be a six-figure earner by the end of 2025." You said it. You said it, bro.
There's a conversation we had, man. So if y'all listen to this, y'all watching this replay and whatnot, look, all I'm gonna say is if you want to get leadership and coaching and mentorship from Mr. Greg Bruce, you know, we're gonna drop his affiliate link in the comment section so you can join his link, you know what I'm saying, or you know, even schedule a call with him, and we can figure out, you know, what's the next step for you. But Greg, I appreciate you, brother, taking time out your day. I know, you know, you got a lot going on. I know we got this promotion going on right now for you to take these 20, 30 minutes out the day. You know what I'm saying? You know, people don't understand. Like, that's, you can lose a couple $1,000s by taking 20 minutes off, right?
Hey, one more thing, Coach Flono. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and do this for the viewers that's listening, whether it's live or it's playback. My phone number is 504 397 7537. That's 504-390-7537. I repeat, 504-390-7537.
Okay.
That's another way you can get at me.
All right, sound like a plan. Just type text help to that number, y'all. Text help to that number. We got you. All right, man, we'll get up out of here. This whole thing is sponsored by Nove. And the reason why it's sponsored by Nove, because we get paid from Nove 5 to 7 times a month.
Sometimes 8.
Hey, you ain't lying. I don't got paid. I don't even know how much I got paid this month. I ain't gonna lie to you. I get so many emails, but I don't count it no more. But I definitely appreciate you hopping on, G. And we're gonna talk soon, man. To everybody else, look, make sure you do something today that your future you will be proud of. I'm gonna say it one more time. Make sure you do something today that your future you will be proud of. And look, go be great on purpose.
On purpose. Yes, sir.
Let's grow.
Already. All right.